The African savanna stretched endlessly beneath the burning afternoon sun, its golden grass waving gently in the hot wind while distant acacia trees stood like silent guardians over the vast wilderness. And in the middle of this untamed land, a massive Cape buffalo slowly walked toward a watering hole, each heavy step sending small clouds of dust into the air as birds circled overhead and the sounds of insects echoed through the grasslands. But this was no ordinary buffalo, because the Cape buffalo was one of the most feared animals in Africa, an animal so powerful and aggressive that even experienced predators approached it with caution. Its enormous body covered in scars from previous battles and its thick curved horns serving as deadly weapons capable of crushing bones and throwing attackers through the air. And although it appeared calm while approaching the water, years of survival had taught it to remain alert at all times, because danger could emerge from any direction. Without warning, and hidden within the tall grass nearly 100 meters away, another hunter watched patiently, a large male lion whose golden eyes never left the buffalo for a single moment. His muscles tensed beneath his dusty mane as hunger burned inside him like fire, for he had not enjoyed a successful hunt in several days and his strength was slowly fading. Yet the sight of the buffalo reignited his determination, because bringing down such a massive animal would provide enough food to satisfy him for days, though he also understood the risks, because many lions had been seriously injured or even killed while attempting to hunt buffaloes. But desperation often drives predators to take dangerous chances, and this lion believed he possessed the skill, strength, and courage necessary to win the coming battle. So he lowered his body closer to the earth and began creeping silently through the grass, each movement careful and controlled as he reduced the distance between himself and his target, while the buffalo continued drinking from the muddy water, unaware that a deadly predator was slowly closing in. And for several long minutes the lion advanced without making a sound until he finally reached the perfect position. Then he paused, his heart pounding with anticipation as he prepared to launch his volley toward the buffalo in a blur of muscle and dust, his powerful paws pounding against the earth as he closed the distance in seconds. Yet the buffalo reacted with astonishing speed, spinning around and lowering its massive head before launching a fierce countercharge, and the ground trembled beneath its weight as it rushed toward the approaching lion, forcing the predator to leap sideways at the last possible moment to avoid the deadly horns that sliced through the air where he had been standing only an instant earlier. And the battle began with an eruption of dirt where his chest had been moments earlier, and realizing how close he had come to death, the lion scrambled back to his feet and retreated several steps while keeping his eyes fixed on his opponent, his sides heaving with exhaustion as the first stars appeared overhead. Yet despite the pain and fatigue, he refused to abandon the hunt, because survival demanded persistence. And so the battle continued beneath the darkening sky, with the lion repeatedly attempting quick attacks while the buffalo answered each assault with fearless aggression, neither animal willing to surrender despite mounting injuries. And over time the buffalo's movements gradually slowed as blood loss and exhaustion began affecting its performance, a change the lion quickly noticed, encouraging him to become more aggressive in his strategy. And after carefully waiting for the right moment, he launched another attack, darting around the buffalo before leaping onto its side and biting deeply into the flesh near its shoulder, causing the buffalo to roar in pain and spin violently while trying to dislodge him. But this time the lion held on more effectively, his claws digging deeper as he climbed toward the neck, sensing that victory might finally be within reach. Yet the buffalo remained astonishingly resilient and refused to collapse, instead staggering forward with remarkable determination before charging toward a steep embankment and slamming its body against the rocky surface, an impact so powerful that the lion was thrown free and sent tumbling across the ground, landing hard several meters away. And both animals remained motionless for a few moments afterward, too exhausted to continue immediately, while the cool night air settled over the battlefield and distant hyenas watched from afar, waiting patiently to see which creature would fall first, because in the wilderness every sign of weakness attracts opportunists eager to benefit from another animal's misfortune. And eventually the buffalo slowly regained its footing while the lion struggled to rise as well, both visibly battered by the brutal contest, their bodies covered in dirt, blood, and countless signs of the fierce struggle they had endured. And for a long moment they simply stared at each other beneath the moonlight, understanding that one final clash could determine everything. Then the buffalo lowered its head once more and charged forward with the last of its strength, while the lion responded by sprinting directly toward it, creating a dramatic collision course that seemed destined to end in disaster. And at the final instant the lion leaped upward, avoiding the horns and landing across the buffalo's shoulders before delivering his strongest bite of the entire battle, causing the buffalo to stumble and nearly collapse. Yet even then the mighty animal continued fighting, refusing to surrender, despite overwhelming pain, and it carried the lion several meters before finally shaking him loose and turning to face him again, though now its legs trembled beneath its enormous weight and its breathing had become labored, while the lion himself was equally exhausted, his muscles aching and his energy nearly depleted, and both warriors understood that neither possessed much strength remaining, so they stood in silence for several seconds as the moon illuminated the battlefield. Then the lion slowly stepped backward, recognizing that further attacks could result in serious injury or death, while the buffalo remained standing, wounded but unbroken, and as the predator gradually retreated into the darkness, the buffalo watched carefully until he disappeared among the distant grass, only then allowing itself a moment of rest beside the watering hole, where it stood beneath the stars as living proof of the incredible power and resilience that had earned its species such respect across Africa. While the lion vanished into the night carrying the hard lesson that courage alone is not always enough to defeat an opponent of extraordinary determination, and thus the savannah returned to silence, leaving behind only tracks in the dirt, scattered tufts of fur, and the memory of an unforgettable confrontation between two of the continent's most formidable animals, a battle defined by strength, endurance, survival, and the relentless will to live that rules every corner of the wild.